What is going on, you guys? We are back with another live moods with Liv Moods. Monday night is here. Let me get this chat stream pulled up so that I can talk with you guys the whole time. But we are back another Monday. We have a very interesting. I was just talking to my producer, Andrew. What is up, Andrew? Thank you for always being here with me on a Monday. You don't really have a choice, but nonetheless, I appreciate you and I love having you here. But Andrew and I were just chatting it up in the back, and we were talking about how this is just a very interesting Monday night football game. It's like two teams that aren't good, but also have been picking up steam and kind of are good. So yeah, interesting game that we have. But I want to talk about something very fun and exciting that we are going to be doing moving forward here on Live Moods. I think that the biggest reason that I wanted to start this show or start this stream was to have that community engagement. I feel like a really tough part about my job is constantly feeling like I have to be perfect and give out perfect picks and make picks every single day. Obviously, that is my job. So it's not, I don't want that to come off as me complaining about what I get to do every single day. But I will say it can be a little exhausting and the pressure is always on. And so rather than me feeling the pressure every Monday to come here and to give you guys a ton of plays and hope that they all hit because I hate when I lose anybody money and when I lose money myself. This is really about the community. It's really about us kind of riding with these things together, doing the first touchdown scorers, finding player props that we like in the NBA. So that being said, I'm gonna have Andrew, maybe he already has, pull up this new little feature, this new thing that we are gonna be highlighting in the FanDuel Sportsbook app. So if Monday nights you are the type of person that's like, it's live moods time, I cannot wait, I wonder what Liv is betting tonight, you will actually be able to head to the FanDuel Sportsbook and you can do it tonight. You can head to the FanDuel Sportsbook and you can find the Liv Moods parlay or play or whatever I decide to do that night. It is literally on there with a picture of my face attached to it right now. If you go to the top where they've got all the banners, and Andrew's gonna pull it up for you. Liv Moods featured parlay tonight. Steelers plus 2.5. I am backing this Steelers defense that has done insanely well in the past couple of weeks. Jay Watt's return. I'm backing the defense here and the better coach, in my opinion. Yes, Jeff Saturday has been great for this Colts team, but I love Tomlin, especially when he's a dog. So I am backing the Steelers plus 2.5 tonight in a parlay with the Sacramento Kings to win. Now, I know they are playing Phoenix Suns, but if you know me, you know that I don't really love the Suns. Actually, I have this weird, awkward distaste for them. They've never done me wrong. I just don't like them, and I don't know why. So I am backing the Kings. They are playing at one of the fastest paces in right now. Their offense is looking pretty impressive. Now, their defense obviously is of concern, but it looks like this Suns team is still going to be out a couple of their guys. So I'm going to back the Kings here to play a really fast paced game and keep up offensively with the Suns team. I'm taking them on the money line. Kings went outright. They beat the Suns earlier this season. They're on a few game losing streak right now, I think two or three. So I like them to kind of be in a bounce back spot tonight. So give Kings. And if I'm not mistaken, let me check really quick. So that is the Live Moods featured parlay. And like I said, every week we will be having a featured play or maybe a boost or a parlay or whatever, but it will be a live mood specific play that you can bet in the FanDuel Sportsbook. It makes it really easy for you to just click it and say bet now if you want to tail me. Or if you want to go look for my featured play or parlay or boost or whatever we decide to do and fade the living daylights out of it, you can do that as well. Totally your call. But we're going to do this. And moving forward, today, these are my two plays that I like. Moving forward, it will be community plays. I will send out a tweet on Sundays that says, hey, what do we like tonight? What are we feeling? What do we like for tomorrow's Monday night football game? And we will come up with the featured parlay together or the boost or the bet or whatever we decide to do. We will do it together. So get excited. Cameron Mingo, welcome. Hi, Liv. Not watching football tonight, watching NBA basketball. Okay, Cameron. So I am on the Sacramento Kings to upset the Suns tonight. How do you feel about that one? We do have a lot of NBA games. Speaking of NBA, I am also going to the Denver Nuggets game tonight to watch the Rockets versus the Nuggets. Not the most exciting game, but the tickets were cheap, and it's a great way for me to go get some content for you guys. I think we're going to bet maybe first to 15. Why don't we come up with that right now? While we're sitting here, first to 15, Rockets versus Nuggets. That is something that you bet in the FanDuel Sportsbook, first to 15. And I actually really, really like that bet. It's really fun. I don't know if it's available right here. Could also do a first basket. Let me look and see here. Oh, race two. Race to 15. Race to 15. The Nuggets minus 215. Ugh. That value is awful. Race to 20. Minus 250. Ugh. That is awful. That value sucks. Does it not? Guys, they have no faith in the Rockets tonight. Vegas is like, yeah, no, I'm good. Any other bets I could take for this Nuggets game to keep it fun and interesting while I'm there? Cameron, do you have any? I know that you're kind of looking at the NBA tonight instead of the NFL. Don't blame you too much there. Let's correct score. I don't think so. That's too hard. 2 or more. This one's fun. 2 or more 3-point field goals made in the first 3 minutes. Yes is minus 104. Oh, I love that. I love that. That makes it more exciting. You guys, I love that. Cameron says, I'm watching my Wizards playing the Timberwolves. Okay. Love that. Did you bet the game? Bet the game. If so, what bet are you taking? Okay, let's take a look at this. Will there be 2 or more 3-pointers in the first 3 minutes? I love that bet. That is so electric. And to watch that cash live, because we'll be cashing live, I can feel it in my bones. I love it. Bones. Island. I did there. Okay, let's look here. So we've got, okay, both of these teams are not bad from the 3 in terms of their 3-point field goal percentage. The Rockets play with a quick pace. I think the Rockets actually could give us first to 15, which you can get at plus 200 right now. Do I dare say that? I mean, you guys, the last Nuggets game I went to was the Pistons game, which they outright lost, and they were playing slow, the Nuggets. So I don't hate that. 2 3-pointers in the first 3 minutes. I think I need to bet it. Minus 104, Denver versus Houston. The Rockets rank 8th in 3-point field goals. The Nuggets rank 11th. The Rockets are playing at the 9th fastest pace. Nuggets, not as quick. But the Nuggets have the second best 3-point field goal percentage. I mean, yeah, I'm thinking so. Let's do it. That is actually such a good bet for tonight, especially to watch live and get content on. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, that's the bet. I will be at the Nugget. For those of you just tuning in, TJ Smooth Guy. Love, 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 love. If you're just tuning in, I am going to the Nuggets game tonight. So we're trying to find a bet that I can tail and sweat out in the very beginning and maybe get some content around. And I'm really liking this little first or 2 or more 3-point field goals made in the first 3 minutes. Yes is minus 104. No is minus 118. I love yes. I love yes. So should we do it? The answer is yes. I will be tailing that play, going crazy, going stupid, being loud, being obnoxious for that game because I will be there. And I'm always crazy and obnoxious anyway, but especially at sporting events. Okay, Monday Night Football. Also, if you're just now tuning in, very cool new fun thing we are doing in the FanDuel Sportsbook app right now. If you head there, you will see a picture of me and it will say Liv Moods featured parlay with two plays that I like for tonight. One being the Steelers to cover plus 2.5. Let me dive into why I like that. Mike Tomlin as a dog. How do you not like Mike Tomlin as a dog? Okay, he is 18-3 straight up, but only 11-10 against the spread on Monday Night Football. So, but straight up, the Steelers as a dog on Monday Night Football in the last decade are 3-0 straight up and against the spread. Also, under Tomlin on Monday Night Football, the Steelers are 3-2 straight up versus the Bengals. I don't care about the Bengals. And 15-1 versus all other teams. On straight up on Monday Night Football. Okay, you got to love to see that. I mean, come on now. Mike Tomlin has the second best record among head coaches for Monday Night Football games. Pittsburgh has won 7 straight versus the Colts, averaging 31.6 points per game in those meetings. Now, do I think Kenny Pickett is going to put up 31 points? Don't think so. But this defense has been looking nice and spiffy since TJ Watt's return. So that is something I'm willing to bet on. I got to back the Steelers tonight. Steelers plus 2.5. Have to do it. So, just so you guys are aware, we're going to go Steelers plus 2.5. The next little piece of that is going to be of that Liv Moods featured parlay that is available in the FanDuel Sportsbook app right now is the Kings to win outright against the Suns. Because I don't like the Suns. I never have. I never will. And the Kings are playing at a super fast pace right now. Their offense looks great. I know they're not playing defense, but we're going to back the Kings anyway. So that is the featured parlay available right now in the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Like I said, we'll be doing that every single week. And when we do that, you can head to the FanDuel Sportsbook app and click Bet Now. Or if you absolutely hate the featured play, you can say Fade Now. No, there's not an option for that, but you can just plug in the bets that you don't like and fade them. Also, today they are picks that I liked. They're picks that I decided to go with because it's our first time messing around with it being in the FanDuel Sportsbook. So I just went ahead and said, these are bets that I like for tonight. Let's stick them in a parlay. Let's do this thing. Moving forward, though, it will actually be you, the people, the community, the people that ride with me on Monday nights, that hang with me on Monday nights. You guys will be helping me create that featured play that will be featured in the FanDuel Sportsbook app. And I will shout you out all over Twitter. I'll shout you out all over TikTok if that's what you want. I will shout you out. If you come up with a leg to that parlay that I love and I go, oh, let's go, we're riding with that, it's going to be great, I will give you a shout out. Yes, I will. So, about to like blow up. So moving forward, it will actually be a community parlay, featured play, boost, whatever we decide to do. It will be all of us together, not just me. Sometimes I don't know what I like. Like tonight, Monday Night Football, Colts Steelers. Not my favorite matchup. I certainly would have picked it for a primetime game, but we're here and it is what it is. And I'm going with Tomlin. You know why? Because he's a better coach. Jeff Saturday has done what he's needed to do. Yes, he has. He's 2-0 against the spread since he started. Good for him. But Tomlin's long-term record of consistency, I got to back it. What else do we have going on, you guys? I'm trying to see. We obviously bumped this time up from our normal show time. We normally do not film until 8 p.m. Eastern, but we switched it just because I've got to get to the Nuggets game so I can get some content, get in my seat. That is one thing about me. My favorite part of sporting events is the pregame. It's the national anthem. It's the hype videos. It's the Broncos games where they fly in from the parachute or whatever. Those are my favorite parts about sporting events. Ask me how many times I actually make it for those. 0. Because I think I have enough time And then it takes me longer to get ready than I thought. And then once I am ready and I get in the car, oh my gosh, traffic's awful. Not today. Okay. I messaged the team. I said, team, I got to get there. I've got content to film and basketball to watch. Can we bump it up? And of course, my phenomenal producer, like, yes, no problem. So I'm going to get there and there will be content coming your way um, tonight at the Nuggets game. If you missed it, I'm not sure how many of you are on here tuned in, but if you missed it, I am going to the Nuggets game tonight against the Rockets, and I am taking a bet that I will be sweating out, but I'll only be sweating for the first 3 minutes. Now, see, that's where FanDuel's smart. FanDuel says, listen, if you want to bet, but you don't want it to consume your entire game, all you need is the first 3 minutes of the game. FanDuel Sportsbook app has a bet that says, will 2 or more 3-pointers be made in the first 3 minutes of this basketball game? That's a sick bet because you only need 3 minutes to sweat it, okay? And it's a simple yes or no. Is it happening or not? I'm here to tell you it's happening tonight. You know why? These are two teams, the Rockets and the Nuggets, that are very great from the 3-point line. The Rockets play at a very fast pace, so I think they're going to be dishing them out very quickly. The Nuggets have a great, one of the best 3-point percentages in the league. So give me a fast paced start with two teams that know how to shoot well from the three that don't really play defense. I love it. So you can head to the FanDuel Sportsbook app like I am right now. You can go to the Rockets Nuggets game and under popular bets, scroll down and the third one from the bottom. It may be different for other people, but for me, it's the third from the bottom and it says 2 or more 3-point field goals made in the first 3 minutes. If you click on it, yes is -104 and no is -180. I love yes. Yes is fabulous. So, going with yes. Yes, there will be 2 or more 3-pointers made in the first 3 minutes of this Nuggets Rockets game. And I will be there watching and I will be filming content and I will film a live reaction of me either being hyped on life or pissed. Last Nuggets game I went to against the Pistons, I bet on MPJ to score the first bucket. Why? Because he this season is the best first bucket scorer on the Nuggets. It is scientifically proven. However, the Nuggets played absolutely zero defense and did not win the possession, and it is what it is. I did not make any money. Let's actually let's see who is the best first bucket scorer out of the two teams tonight. Maybe I do a little bit of a bet like that as well. It's still MPJ. For Houston, it's a tie between Kevin Porter Jr., Gordon, Eric Gordon, and Jay Smith. TJ Smooth Guy says, what about Najee Harris over 18 and a half receiving yards? I don't hate that, actually. I think Harris is going to have a really exceptional game for my bet to hit, which is the Steelers to cover. So I like it. In the last 10, 40 and D-Book 20. I've been on such a bad streak. Don't even trust. What you think, Liv? Hey, Frank. First of all, welcome in. FanDuel gave me an exclusive offer for Najee 40 and D-Book 20. Listen, I will say, I'm not going to sit on here and lie. I will say sometimes boosts scare me. I'm like, what's the caveat? What's the hidden message here? Because these look too good to be. And it feels that way sometimes. I will say it. Also, people are crazy if they think that that is always the case because it's not. I've hit on many boosts before. But sometimes it just feels too good to be true. It's like, wow, the value that we're getting here, this just seems too good to be true. I got to tell you though, I'm liking D-Book against this Kings team tonight because the Kings don't play defense. And there's some injuries on the Suns that are going to require D-Book to really do well. And I think Najee has to have a really exceptional game tonight. And I think he will. So I actually like that. I really, really like that. So if I were you, if you're on a bad streak, listen, if you don't trust yourself, at least take the offer, right? So Frank, I would go for it. I actually do like it. I wouldn't lead you astray if I didn't. I think Harris has to have a really big night in order for my Steelers plus 2.5 bet to hit. I'm taking the Steelers because I think they're going to keep this game close, if not win outright. So I do like Najee Harris tonight. And D-Book, I love. The Kings don't play defense. And the Kings play at one of the fastest paces in the league. So D-Book is going to have to do well if he wants to hang with this Kings team. But I do have the Kings to win tonight. So D-Book can go off, just not crazy stupid off, you know? Some degenerate stats for you if you care, because I am, like I said, going to this Rockets Nuggets game. In the last 10, the Rockets have won 50% of their tips. Hey, Volcano the Sweet Volcano the Sweat. Interesting. Tongue tied. Some degenerate stats for you guys. Here, I'm gonna tell you, let's turn on degen mode right now. We're gonna clip this off and post it. We're turning on degen mode. If you like first buckets, listen up. We're clipping this. Andrew, let Rob know we're clipping this. If you are a degen, listen up. If you are a degen that wants to bet on the NBA, listen up. In the last 10, the Hawks have won 80% of their tips. I'm sorry. Start over. We're clipping this, Andrew. If you're a degen, listen up. If you're a degen that likes to bet on the NBA first bucket scorers, listen up. Looking at the Hawks versus the Sixers. In the last 10, the Hawks have won 60% of their tips. So have the 76. But of those 60% tip wins, the Hawks have made a first field goal on 80% of them. Go with the Hawks. Now, who are you wondering? Well, the best first bucket scorer on this Hawks team is none other than Collins. There you go. There's the moneymaker. Timberwolves, Washington. These games have already started. Who won the tip? Who won the freaking tip? Because now I'm mad. TJ Strickland says, lock it in, Frank. Love that energy. Let's go. Okay. Andrew, we're clipping this. Start over. Andrew, I'm not well right now. Let's skip ahead. We're gonna go Thunder, Bulls, Rockets. Okay, listen. If you're a degen, listen up. If you are an NBA bettor that likes to bet on first basket scores, listen up. Boy, do I have some degenerate stats that are gonna knock your socks off. Here we go. OKC, Pelicans. Thunder versus Pelicans. Pelicans have won 60% of their tips. Of those 60% tips, they have made a first bucket on 50% of them. And who best bucket scorer on first bucket scorer on this Pelicans team? None other than Jones. Got 3 first field goals and 4 first team field goals on the season or in the last 10. Booyah. Houston, Denver. The Rockets have won 50% of their tips. The Nuggets only 20. From those 50% tips, however, they've only made a first field goal on 40% of them. Best first bucket scorer for the Rockets? It is a tie between Smith Jr., Gordon, and Porter Jr. There you go. As for the Bulls versus the Jazz, the Bulls have won 50% of their tips. The Jazz only 30. Of the 50% tips that they win, however, they're only making a first bucket on 20% of them. So they may get the tip. They may win the tip, but they're not doing diddly squat with it. Okay? And the Jazz aren't really getting the tip very often, but when they do, they are making their first bucket on 40% of them. Clarkson is probably the way to go in that game. Or Vucevic. Okay? Booyah. There you go. There you have it. Suns, Kings. A game that I am betting on. Both of these teams win the tip 50% of the time. Not making any buckets off of it. Their first field goal from winning the tip is 20%. 20%. That's disgusting. So I'd stay away from that one. However, yeah, there's not a lot of discrepancy here, you guys. I thought these degen stats were going to be a little cooler. Everything I think I'm going to do that's cool, it's not. Oh! The Magic versus the Nets. The Magic are winning 70% of their tips and scoring a first field goal on 60% of them. So, who take? Bull is the answer. He has 2 first field goals and 2 first team field goals. However, Claxton, so the Nets are not winning tips very often, 30% of the time to be exact. But when they do win the tip, they're scoring a first field goal on 70% of them. Claxton has 4 first field goals and 5 first team field goals in the last 10. Now that's impressive. So there you go, you guys. I think the Celtics will probably win the tip, and I'm gonna go with Jason Tatum with the first bucket. Had the first bucket. He's had first field goal 3 times in the last 10, and the first team field goal 3 times in the last 10. I would go him or I would go Horford. So there you go. There you guys go. Some degenerate stats for you. I hope those knocked your socks off. And honestly, I was gonna I kept telling our producer, we're gonna cut this, but it wasn't as cool as I thought it was gonna be. That's all right. Sometimes that happens. Either way, you guys, few things before we wrap up. We have Monday Night Football tonight. Colts, Steelers. I'm backing the more consistently better coach, kind of by default, because one coach just got his feet wet here. But I'm gonna go with Tomlin here. He is very impressive as an underdog. The Steelers team is also very impressive during Monday Night Football, and also very impressive matching up against the Colts team. So not this Colts team, but the Colts. So I think I'm going to back the Steelers tonight, plus 2.5. I don't think. I know. I've already locked it in. Steelers plus 2.5. And then in the NBA, I really like the Kings to upset the Suns. We've got some injuries with the Suns tonight. I think Devin Booker has a great night, but ultimately this pace is so fast. Their offense doesn't really seem to be able to be stopped right now. They aren't playing a whole lot of defense, but like I said, the Suns are missing. And the Suns have already taken an L to this Kings team this season. So the Kings know how to beat the Suns. Okay? Um who am I taking this game? Are you referring to Monday Night Football? If so, Steelers plus 2.5. I also like the Kings to upset the Suns tonight. And we have that as a Liv Moods featured parlay in the FanDuel Sportsbook app. If you like it, you can tail it. We will be doing that moving forward for Live Moods. But the best part about it is it will not always be my bets. It will be our bets. I will tweet on Sunday and say, hey, what do we like in Monday Night Football? What do we like, in the NBA tomorrow? Let's cook up a parlay together, and it will be our bets, not just mine, but ours. So I'm very excited to start this. It will be available in the FanDuel Sportsbook app every single week for you to easily tail and bet with me. So yeah, Monday Night Football, Steelers plus 2.5. I also like the Kings to upset the Suns. And I am about to head to a Denver Nuggets game. And when I do head to a Denver Nuggets game, I am going to bet yes. This is a FanDuel Sportsbook app bet that you can actually take. Yes, to 2 or more 3-pointers being scored in the first 3 minutes. We have 2 teams that are great from the 3. They don't play a whole lot of defense. The Rockets play at a fast pace, and the Nuggets have one of the best 3-point percentages in the league. So I'm really liking 2 or more 3-pointers to be scored in the first 3 minutes of this Nuggets game. I'm going to finish getting ready, head to that game, get my tush in my seat so that I can film and make some content for you and sweat out that 3-point play that is available in the FanDuel Sportsbook app for you if you are interested. So that is all from me. Love, 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 love. We will be back again next Monday to talk all things Monday Night Football, maybe some NBA as well. But just stay tuned. And you can bet my Live Moods parlay right now in the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Steelers plus 2.5, Kings to win outright against the Suns. Those are the plays for today. Next week, it will be our bets, not just my bet. We just wanted to get it up and running today, see how we could get it in the sports book, how everything looked, all that good stuff to make sure that it looks great for you guys. So, hello, JST Killer. Kind of a spook, but that's all right. We are actually wrapping up here. We'll be back next Monday. Just to kind of brief you, there is a Live Moods parlay available in the FanDuel Sportsbook app. These will be available every week when we do Live Moods. It may not be a parlay, it may just be a bet or a boost or something else, but it is available right now if you want to tail me tonight. I have the Kings to win outright against the Suns, and I have the Steelers plus 2.5 against. Those are my bets for tonight. I'm also heading to the Nuggets game, and I am betting yes to 2 or more 3-pointers scored in the first 3 minutes. And I will be filming it and making content and reacting to whether or not it hits. So make sure you're staying tuned and checking me out on all socials at Liv Moods on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. I'll be posting a ton of content throughout the week. So make sure you stay tuned. If you're betting,